What's up, YouTube? This is Redemption here. Coming to you with a demonstration of my Iron Maiden NECA collection. I just recently picked up this wonderful lot of figures. I had some, but I was missing some, and I finally got them. The only one I'm missing here, it's the Live After Death figure. From Series 2. Pretty hard to come across with now, but here it is. Here's my collection up to date, and we're just gonna take a quick look. I have the debut album right here. Look at that, 1980 right here. Iron Maiden's debut album. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Killers Eddie. Look at that Killers Eddie. Menacing Eddie face. I love it. It's so awesome. Here's the Phantom of the Opera. Pretty cool. Series 2, I believe. I think it looks kind of scary. That face. And it looks great, actually. Here's a Somewhere in Time. This is my favorite figure of the bunch that NECA released. NECA has released some awesome figures, but this is one of their best, I think. Here is the Final Frontier Eddie. It's pretty good too. It includes album cover backdrop. A few of these do. Some of them come with bases already. Back then when NECA would include bases instead of cardboard pictures. Here's the Peace of Mind Eddie. Looks great. I love it. Look at the sculpt. Those are real metal chains, by the way. Take a quick pause here, and I'm gonna try to review every single one of these figures. In their case, right now I'm not ready to open them up yet, but you should be expecting some reviews and them unpackaged reviews. I've been looking for weeks for Iron Maiden NECA reviews, and I've only seen like 4 on YouTube when there's an excess of Predators and other NECA stuff, but no Maiden, hardly any Maiden around, so it's pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break and go detailed through every single figure. Welcome back, guys. We're gonna be looking at the first figure, Iron Maiden's debut album, 1980. Eddie the Head. This is the first incarnation of Eddie. It looks pretty cool. Honestly though, it's my least favorite from the bunch. Reason being, it's very similar to the Killers Eddie, but I still like the head sculpt. It's pretty neat. It's just like so it looks just like the album cover. So here it is. No artwork on the side for this packaging. Check it out. So he has even the same Killer's shoes. Bottom, NECA. You can see this camera would focus a little. 2012 Iron Maiden. What's up with this camera? There you go. Global merchandising. 2012. Alright, comes with a little knife. It reminds me of a switchblade, man. It's a knife. Yep, the backdrop is very similar to the Killers. Has that same, I think it was almost like a reinterpretation of like that scene for the Killers album, because it's at night, running free and whatnot. This guy out in the streets, underneath the moonlight and the street lights. Cool. Let's look at the back. Iron Maiden. The read-ups are exactly the same, just the last sentence is virtually different. This says, Eddie, Maiden's legendary mascot, has always adorned the album covers of Iron Maiden. This version of Eddie is based on the artwork from their debut album released in April of 1980. Here in the bottom says collect them all. Iron Maiden, Killers, The Final Frontier, Phantom of the Opera, Somewhere in Time, Peace of Mind. I have them all, except Live After Death. Yep, it's the only one I'm missing. I think Outside the Box Reviews did a recent review of that figure. It's really neat. I'm glad, because there's no trace of it on YouTube, but someone finally got across doing it. I'm very thankful. Alright guys, so I'll be back in a quick second to do the next figure look. We're going to be looking at the next figure, sorry. Alright, next figure is the Killer's Eddie. It's almost like the other one, doesn't it? This one's hands down my favorite reincarnation of Eddie, I think. Just looks absolutely menacing. Look at that Eddie face. Menacing. The sculpting, everything is great. The shading. This one has no artwork on the side as well. Check it out. Iron Maiden Killer is the same street light. It's a different street light. I think it's a different location. Alright, let's look at the back. Same thing. Iron Maiden Killers. Same read up except the last sentence. I'll just be reading the last sentence. This version of Eddie is based on the artwork from the classic 1981 Killers album cover. Same collect them all. Even though these haven't been around for like 5 years. It's a long way to go back to collect. 6-7 years I think. This collection is based on from 2005, 2011 I think, 2012. So yeah, it's a pretty long time span to me collecting these figures. But I'm glad they came back to doing it again. Check out the axe. So you can look at that. There's like a hint of blood on the tip. Handle. This one's the ones that... This figure has the most reviews on YouTube from the Iron Maiden NECA line. But yeah. I like the yellowing effect of the street light on this one. So yeah guys, this is pretty much it for this figure. You'll be seeing more open reviews of it, so I'm sure just, YouTube it and you'll find reviews of this figure galore. I think this is my second favorite from the bunch though. Alright, welcome back. Another quick second, I'll be calling Planet Earth the Final Frontier Eddie. This was the last figure released. No, it was the second last one I think. The debut album was the very final one that came out on store shelves. This one's pretty good though. I heard not many people were excited about this album. I thought it was okay. It was pretty good. Nothing like the first albums though. Look at that face. That sculpting job is great. I like the little veins. I have opened this figure. I'm not too excited about the articulation on it. Like the legs came off completely. They're like I don't know how to explain it. I would have to do the open review on it. But the figures are virtually touching, so they, there's friction between them, and if you move one, if you move one up, the other one will move up as well. So you kind of have to unstick them, and they just popped off completely. Put them back in. That's why I'd rather leave this figure in its packaging. It looks much cooler that way. Look at that. The little blood driplets there floating around space. Looks just like the album cover. So I think looks really great. The muscle. Look at the little blood vessels coming out right there. The fingernails are sharp as heck. Oh. Like they'll cut your hand. So there's no artwork here on the side. Look at the spine. I really like the spine. The details are great. Just the articulation is just like, what? No artwork on this side either. It looks pretty cool though. It's a very modern interpretation or reincarnation of Eddie the Head. I really like this cover, man. I'm glad they went back to this instead of the Dance of Death. That was ridiculous. I don't think anyone in the world would ever think of doing that. Reincarnation of Eddie. Great album, terrible album cover. Alright, so this version of Eddie is based on the artwork from their #1 selling 15th studio album, The Final Frontier. Back again to the collect them all. Alright, it's pretty good. I somewhat recommend this figure if you're like the more classic Maiden. You can skip out on it, but you're an absolute Maiden fan, get it. It's pretty cool. Look at the head sculpt. It's excellent, man. That's like NECA standard. Alright, we'll be leaving outer space and coming back to Earth and seeing the next figure. I'll be back soon. Guys, welcome back. I'm going back to classical times, I think. I don't know if that's correct, but here we have the Phantom of the Opera, Eddie. When I first got this figure, I honestly thought it was gonna suck. Like, it doesn't look like it did that great on sales, but I think the head, the face, looks great. You didn't see the little metal plate from the lobotomy, the eyes. There's something crazy about this figure. I really like it. That organ in the back is so good. It's well done. This looks just like the album artwork. This is from Series 2, just like the Somewhere in the Life After Death figure I don't have. That one's based on Series 2. Really hard to come across. Alright, this one, unlike the other three that we saw, NECA started, saving in production and started giving us cardboard backdrops instead of these remarkable bases they did at once. So at one point in their time. And this one does have artwork on the side. Has Eddie playing his organ. The Phantom of the Opera Eddie. What I like about this case is, like, it's pretty big because he's popping out. Alright, the other side, another shot of Eddie playing the organ. Alright, the back on these are a little different. I think it just has the same read up though. Alright, so this version of Eddie is based on the artwork from the classic Phantom of the Opera single. Remember guys, this is from the Iron Maiden 1980 album. The pineapple head, it's from that album, but the song was so successful they went ahead and made a figure after it became a single. Alright, pretty good. Oh, it's torn there. That's how I got it. Alright, Iron Maiden, what year? 2007, I think? Yep, 2007. Randy Falk and all the guys. Alright, so that's it for this figure. I'll be back and review the last two figures, I think, that I have. Alright guys, we're back with the second last figure of today. This is the Peace of Mind Eddie. This one is an excellent figure. Look at that. Hello Eddie, hello Eddie. Looks great. Those are real metal chains, by the way. And that is the background base. So it says features ball jointed neck and torso, includes custom diorama base. Yep, there's only like 2 points of articulation in this figure. It's more of a statue. It should be like a display piece, not really something to mess around with, or what you get. What you sell on the album cover is what you get. You can't really mess around with that. So this one's pretty cool. There's another ones that I like. Little Eddie legs, torn jeans. That face, that metal chain is great though. Alright, this one has no album artwork on this side. This one does. This side is good, I like that picture. It's cool, it's a picture of their actual prototypes. And here we look at the back. Same read up. This version of Eddie is based on the artwork from the classic 1983 Peace of Mind album cover. Coming soon, somewhere in time. That figure is amazing. Anyways, we're reviewing this one. Back to this one. Global Merchandising 2010. That's cool. Sculpt Kyle Windricks. Just to point that out, that guy makes amazing sculpts. If you see like the best of NECA sculpts, it's by Kyle Windricks. He's excellent sculptor. Alright, to the bottom of the thing, you can see it's built in 3, so it's, you know, the floor and the 2 walls. It's just exactly as you see on the album cover. And the chains go pegged into the walls. There's a review on this one out there on YouTube, so if you have time, look at it. Alright, cool. Now there's nothing much to be said about this figure. It's just basically a statue. Good face sculpt, good sculpting, no articulation. Alright, we'll be looking at the last figure of this review. Maiden figure Eddie. This one, hands down, is my favorite of all. I mean, I don't even have the Live After Death figure, but I can tell you this one is the best. This one's the only one that was made into an 18-inch figure. So you know, pretty much can tell why it's my favorite. It is an amazing sculpt, an amazing piece to have. Alright, Somewhere in Time. It's weird, the other Iron Maiden Eddies say ages 14 and up, doesn't say he's 18 and up. Is this guy too much for teenagers? I don't know. Alright, features 2 pistols, rifle, and alternate left hand, includes custom diorama base. All that is what makes it an amazing figure. This one has the most articulation from them all. Alright. That's the base that they're talking about. It's packaged in here, but let's get this camera to zoom. That is the base. Has the Iron Maiden poster in the back. It's just like the artwork. Has the brick wall and dead cyborg on the bottom that Eddie just blasted away. There's so much detail in this figure. On the crotch area, has Derek Riggs' signature on the chest. Has a pistol. The feet are creepy, robotic, and part, I don't know, human, I don't know. Comes with an alternate left hand. That rifle has 1 pistol there. The other pistol is packaged away right here. That's where it is. There's no artwork here, but you can see through. There's a dead cyborg. It's a flame. The base is what makes it great. You know, it's very detailed. Very, very, very detailed. You can see right there the dead cyborg. Oh, the eye. Looks like a Terminator. This one has a red eye. Face sculpt is great. I love this figure. It's my favorite. The little wirings in the top. The antennae. I have an issue though with like just looking at it. The hand. Putting the gun in there seems like it's gonna be a pain because the fingers are molded that way. And how are you gonna put the trigger through? I have no idea, but I'm gonna have fun when I open this one. The holsters. Alright, see this side has a picture of the Eddie with this rifle. Mostly legs. The rib cage looks great. If you look at the reviews on the 18-inch, it's virtually a replica, just small time. I'm pretty sure that spine detail is gonna look amazing in this little figure. So if you have time, go out. If you need an Iron Maiden figure, I recommend this one and the Killer's Eddie, and you will be good enough. Alright. The cyber version of Eddie is based on the artwork from the classic 1986 Somewhere in Time album cover. Yeah, so here's Eddie caught somewhere in time. This one's based on 2005. Iron Maiden Holdings. Alright, now it's Global Merchandising in charge. See another sculpt by Kyle Windrix. Why do you think it's so great? And there's your answer. Also available, Peace of Mind. Alright, that's the album artwork in the back, and the cool thing is the packaging inside. The back is the album cover. Like back there, you can't really see, but sorry, the reflection of the light, but back there, you see that? That pointy thing there? It's the pyramid, the artwork from the back. The album artwork is the back cover in this. If you want to use that too, as well as a diorama base, that's excellent right there. I recommend that. I might do that. Has peg holes. All these figures have peg holes. So yeah, guys, here it is. That's my look at the Iron Maiden figures that NECA has released in these couple of years. I hope they continue doing them. I don't have the McFarlane versions because honestly I think they suck. The Trooper one's like it's okay, overpriced for what it is. I hope they redo that one and they keep extending their territory with Iron Maiden. It's pretty cool. There's many incarnations to cover yet. And alright, thank you guys for looking at this review. Please rate and comment. And stay tuned, there will be reviews on these figures. Because, like I said, there's none on YouTube. Alright guys, take care. Get this figure and the Killers one. You will not be disappointed. There's a huge Iron Maiden fan base, and you know, we need more Maiden, more figure reviews, more Maiden. That's all I'm gonna leave it as. Alright guys, take care. See you guys next time.